Barbara Ofwono Buyondo didn't wake up one day and decide to become an educator. She says the love for children and a desire to see them succeed is something deep in her persona.
One of the things God created me to do in this world is to make a difference in a child's life.
The owner of Victoria's schools was raised in an environment of love and tranquility. Perhaps this shaped her into who she is today. Barbara is the last born in a family of 12 and was showered with love while growing up.
In fact, my brother sometimes would even plait my hair.
She went to Kamuli Girls Primary School, Namasagali College and Makerere University, where she pursued various courses in primary education, social sciences and curriculum studies. She also later did management courses at the Uganda Management Institute. At an early age, her father could see that Barbara loved children, so he encouraged her to become a teacher, but she didn't take kindly to the suggestion.
I cried. I felt that was the first time I thought my father never loved me. I never saw any mentor, any model teacher who was successful. I discovered in the early 90s that children in this nation were not being given attention to. When you would go for a wedding or any gathering, you would hear MCs announce, children go on the other side. Even when you would go to church, they would ask the children to get out of church and they are outside playing. That always angered me.
Her solution was to establish a center where children had a voice and would not always be brushed aside. But the beginning was rough as no one believed in her dream. Barbara started out in 1999 with 1 million shillings in a rundown structure with 30 children in her care.
I began even without a table. I only began with chairs. When the children would be writing, they would kneel down to write. Then after they have written, they would sit on the chairs and we would continue.
She later borrowed money from her church savings scheme and the school took a huge leap. At Victoria's schools, all the teachers wear a uniform and the owner is no exception.
When people are together, sometimes competitions come. Where did you get this? Where did you get this? This one is smart. So I felt if we all put on the same thing, by the way, also put on the same. So when we put on the same, it brings us to a level that we are at par.
She urges parents to give careful thought to the schools where they send their children. Education
has to address your head, your heart, and your skills. I've never put my children on tension that I want 4. I've always even told them, for me, I'll never ask for 4 from you. The 4 I want from you, I want you to be whole.
4 kindergartens and 2 primary schools later, Barbara plans to set up secondary schools, a skills institute and a university. Her efforts have been recognized with many awards.
This is the one from the Uganda Investment Authority.
She has been married for 10 years to her husband, a businessman whose name, Buyondo, she carries. They have 4 children.
My husband compliments me. I am a dreamer, I love dreaming, I love doing things, and he will not stay in the marriage and say, by the way, I am the husband. He will sit and compliment me and allow me to be who I am. I think that's why I've managed to move.
These days, the expense of sending a child to school is stressing parents out. I ask her if parents are not getting ripped off with exorbitant fees and numerous requests for things like bags of cement and other material each term.
Yes, you may ask for cement, but are you building? If you're going to build, why don't you look at the fees you pay and you know that each child maybe will contribute 1 bag of cement and it's in the fees. When they bring the money, use it well.
Barbara misses her late father with who she had a strong bond. He was a chief in Osukuru Hills in Tororo district.
He loved me so much. He believed in me. He supported me. He always told me, you can make it.
She had a good balance in parents, a father who doted on her and a mother who ensured she grew into a responsible woman.
My mother was a disciplinarian. She was a no-nonsense person.
Barbara's aging mother lives on, but her father's death many years ago was the lowest moment of her life.
My father had already been diagnosed with cancer, but I still didn't believe he was going to die. It hurt me up to today. I have never outgrown missing my father.
In December 2014, she was awarded a PhD from Baytown University. That is one of her most cherished moments.
The day I was awarded a PhD, I felt I had done what my father wanted me to do. I felt fulfilled. I was so happy.
I asked about her choice of clothing, a bright yellow outfit that ensured she was elegant. We then mull over why some women her age and size choose to wear ill-fitting clothes.
Dressing comes from emotional stability. Maybe someone grew up and they were never affirmed, and they have been able to make it through life, and they want the whole world to know, I am here, I am here.
She has a word of advice for young mothers struggling to correct their seemingly wayward children.
Sometimes we lie to our children and we show them that we were angels. But when they have fallen, go nearer them, pick them up, start walking with them, then they will learn.
And to young women,
do things the right way. Continue doing that. Be persistent, be consistent, be genuine with what you're doing. Money will always follow you.
plus her thoughts on the apparent moral degeneration in society where the internet rules and children are exposed to adult content.
I have to tell my children everything that is happening. I'm the first person to break the news to them before they hear it from anywhere.
Barbara believes that there are no two ways about it. Parents have to be at the forefront of shaping their children. Josephine Karunji, NTV.